All right, guys, let's look at a move called Ashi Harai, which is like a sweeping motion where we bring 2 feet together, right? So a common response in Jiu-Jitsu, especially because of the nature of our BJJ events, is guys get to a bad position and they start looking for the boundary, the edge of the match for a reset. Although in wrestling we have push-out rules, sorry, I should say they have push-out rules. Guys try to avoid the edge of the match. In Jiu-Jitsu guys will look for the edge of the match. So a good example of this in competition would be Gordon Ryan against Patrick Gaudio. Patrick Gaudio was walking away, whether that be to escape or maybe looking for a reset at the edge of the mats. Gordon hits this, able to hit a mat return and basically finish the match from there with a point scoring position. So let's look at it, right? When Placido walks forward, we need to try to mirror his stance. So as he goes for it, 1, 2, 3, and then we catch that 3rd step. But we want to mirror the stance because if Placido walks right, I walk left, it's very hard for me to kick his foot when it comes off the ground. So what I try to time is as Placido walks and it comes off the ground, we sweep his feet together. So we're trying to mirror the stance so that it's easy for me to sweep the foot mid-air. If you don't do that, obviously, you're probably going to realistically be just kicking guys in the ankles, which, I mean, depending on who your opponent is, that might be preferable or not, right? Another small detail, again, depends how kind you are to your training partners. You really should try to hit with the base of your foot. But again, if you're training with someone like Placido, you might really be aiming for the shin kick to the ankle. But again, so we want to mirror stance. So we wait for a sec, we see which one goes forward. 1, 2, 3. And if we catch it just right, we should elevate him enough to hopefully get to total. But what's realistic, especially when people start to anticipate this response, is we probably just get their hands to the floor. Even still, we've improved our position. Obviously, just like we did with the front head series, Placido's ability to defend decreases as we bring him closer to the mat. So this one is Ashi Harai. And again, if you want to see a perfect example, Gordon Ryan versus Patrick Gaudio.